In the shadowy heart of downtown Los Angeles stands the Cecil Hotel, a place whispered about for decades as a magnet for tragedy. Built in the 1920s, it once promised glamour but soon became a haven for lost souls. Suicides leaping from windows, overdoses in dim rooms, and even stays by notorious killers like the Night Stalker. Guests came and went, but death lingered in its halls. In January 2013, a young Canadian student named Elisa Lam checked in during a solo trip along the West Coast. Full of hope, she shared photos and updates from her journey. But on January 31st, something changed. Surveillance cameras captured her last moments in an elevator, and what they showed chilled viewers around the world. Elisa stepped into the elevator alone, dressed in a red hoodie, shorts, and sandals. She pressed multiple buttons frantically as if trying to escape or hide. Peering out into the empty hallway, she gestured strangely with her hands, waving, hiding in the corner, then stepping out and back in. Her movement seemed playful at times, fearful at others, like she was talking to someone unseen. The doors stayed open far too long, refusing to close. Then she vanished from view. When police released this footage weeks later, it exploded online. Millions watched, hearts pounding with unease. Was someone chasing her? Had the video been altered? The Cecil's dark past fueled fears of foul play. Elisa's daily calls to her parents stopped. She missed her checkout. Panic set in as searches turned up nothing. The mystery deepened when guests began complaining about the water. Low pressure, strange taste, dark color. On February 19th, a maintenance worker climbed to the roof to check the massive water tanks. There, in one sealed cistern, he found Elisa's body, naked and floating. Her clothes drifted nearby, coated in sand-like particles. The discovery horrified everyone. How had she reached the roof? Past locked doors and alarms? The tanks stood tall with heavy lids. No signs of struggle marked the scene. Police scoured the area but found no fingerprints or clues pointing to another person. If this tale of shadows and unanswered questions grips the soul, dive deeper into real mysteries on the Eclipsed Chronicles YouTube channel. Subscribe now for more true horror stories that linger long after the lights go out. The autopsy brought chilling details to light. Performed days after the discovery, it revealed no signs of trauma, no bruises, cuts, or broken bones that pointed to a fight or fall. No evidence suggested assault or force from another person. Toxicology tests showed traces of her prescribed medications for mood and mental health, but levels were low, as if she had not taken them regularly during her trip. Small amounts of over-the-counter pain relievers and a decongestant appeared. Nothing more. The coroner ruled the death an accidental drowning. Yet questions burned brighter than ever. How had Elisa reached the restricted roof? The doors required keys or codes, and alarms should have sounded on the fire escape. The water tanks towered 10 feet high, with heavy lids and no ladder nearby. Footprints on the platform hinted she climbed alone, but the path remained unclear. Online forums exploded with theories. Some claimed the elevator video had been edited, slowed down, or parts removed to hide a pursuer. Others linked her fate to a horror movie where a body turns up in a hotel water tank, or to a nearby tuberculosis outbreak and a test oddly named Elisa. Whispers of government plots, ghosts haunting the Cecil, or even a ritual game played in elevators spread like wildfire. Web sleuths accused innocent people, including a musician staying at the hotel, dragging lives into chaos. The strange gestures in the footage hiding, waving hands as if speaking to someone invisible, fed ideas of drugs or the supernatural. But experts noted patterns matching a severe manic episode where reality blurs and fear takes hold. Elisa had shared her struggles openly on a blog. Posts spoke of bipolar disorder, the highs and lows that swung like a pendulum. She wrote of feeling isolated, of battling depression alongside bursts of energy. Family confirmed she managed it with medication, but traveling alone might have disrupted her routine. Previous episodes had led to odd behavior, like roommates complaining early in her stay, prompting a room change. In mania, people sometimes hide in strange places, driven by delusions of danger. The roof door, often left unlocked in the rundown hotel, and a possible climb-up pipes or platforms explained access without alarms. If shadows of the unknown draw chills, explore more real-life enigmas on the Eclipsed Chronicles YouTube channel. Subscribe today to uncover truths that haunt the edges of reality. Years passed, but the case refused to fade. Documentaries dissected every frame of the elevator video. Podcasts replayed her final blog posts, and forums still churned with new theories. Some insisted invisible forces, demons or restless spirits of the Cecil's many dead, had lured her to the roof. Others pointed to darker human hands, a hidden killer who knew the hotel's blind spots, or even staff covering up negligence. Claims surfaced that the roof hatch was often propped open, that alarms rarely worked, and that guests sometimes wandered restricted areas unnoticed. Yet no evidence ever supported foul play. Police closed the case as accidental, citing Elisa's documented mental health challenges and the absence of any trace of another person. In the end, the most heartbreaking explanation emerged from those who knew her best. Elisa's bipolar disorder could swing into intense mania, where paranoia and impulsive actions took over. During such episodes, people sometimes remove clothing due to overheating or distorted thinking, then enter dangerous places while seeking safety or escape. The gestures in the elevator, pressing buttons repeatedly, hiding, waving hands, mirrored behavior seen in psychotic breaks, as if arguing with hallucinations or trying to ward off imagined threats. Her family accepted the ruling, grieving a young woman whose bright spirit battled unseen storms. They asked for privacy, urging the online world to let her rest. The Elisa Lam case stands as a stark reminder of how quickly mystery can spiral into obsession, how tragedy can be twisted into entertainment. In a hotel soaked in sorrow, one more life slipped away, not to murder or the supernatural, but to the cruel grip of illness few fully understand. Her story lingers, a quiet warning amid the noise of endless speculation. For more true accounts of crimes and mysteries that chill the blood and stir the mind, join the Eclipsed Chronicles YouTube channel. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. New shadows await every week. Thank you for listening.